Thank you so much for being here today. It is a monumental day in Lorain. I am Tiffany McClellan, the Executive Director of the Lorain Port and Finance Authority, and we are so proud to be here today for the official groundbreaking of the Black River Landing Amphitheater project. Right here where I'm standing behind you, in May of 2026, you will be looking at a brand new amphitheater stage constructed here. The old Black River Landing will be gone, and a new start to Lorain and this downtown area will begin in 2026. We are so very excited. We have been working on this project for many years. I'm sure you've seen the progress along the way as we've gone through phases of fundraising, getting the capital stack together, and really making this project become viable. We've had so much support, and we're so thankful for that. And we're going to have an opportunity to hear from our architect team who has been with us from the beginning. We started down this path because the stage behind you that all of us love really is coming to the end of its lifespan, and we're at a point in time in which we have to invest into the next set of infrastructure for our site. So we wanted to ensure that we had an asset that we could utilize not only for everything that we do today, but for everything in the future that we can really grow and expand here at this site. So we're very excited for the next step of what is to come here at Black River Landing. I'm going to have our architect teams come up first to say a few words. We have a great team that has surrounded us. Not only is the support of the whole Lorain Port Authority board truly necessary to get us over the hump to make this happen, they had the vision to move this forward. We had the support of all of our community members, but our team that we brought together was Whiting Turner, and Whiting Turner is the construction managers on this project. And then we also have with us our team here, Bialaski, who started out as our architects on the project and really brought the vision to life here. So we're really happy. So I'm going to turn it over to Robert Matchke, who's going to give you a little bit of a few words on the project and an overview of how we are here today. Thanks.
Thank you, Tiffany. And thank you to Tom Brown, Brad Mullins, Jeff Zellers, and the entire Lorain Port and Finance Authority for trusting in Robert Matchke Architects and the Bialaski team with both the short and long-term vision for the Black River Landing. When we first initiated conversations about this project in March of 2017, we envisioned a space that would not only enhance the incredible programming here, but also celebrate Lorain's natural beauty and character. Today, standing here at the groundbreaking, it feels wonderful to see this vision becoming a reality. The current phase of the project, the new stage and pavilion, was designed with dual purpose in mind. When it's active, this will serve as a performance space, elevating the experience for both artists and audiences. When it's quiet, with no event in progress, it will seamlessly blend into the landscape, ensuring the park remains open and inviting every day of the year. To achieve that, we relocated the stage to take advantage of the natural incline of the hillside. This orientation creates a bowl-shaped lawn that improves sight lines and enhances the sense of gathering, making every performance more engaging and immersive. And for the audience, the view will be extraordinary. The Charles Berry Bridge and the Black River will provide a dramatic backdrop. At the same time, the pavilion above the stage will rise as a beacon, signaling that something special is happening here. Now imagine a warm summer evening a year from now. The hillside is filled with families, friends, and neighbors spread out on blankets. Music floats across the water, lights glow under the pavilion, and the bridge frames the horizon. This feeling is what this project is all about. Creating moments that connect us, that define Lorain, that draw people back downtown and to the riverfront. This amphitheater is more than just a stage. It's a catalyst for the continued revitalization of Lorain's waterfront and downtown. It will draw visitors, support local businesses, and foster a lasting bond between the city and the Black River for generations to come. On behalf of our entire team, I want to thank you again for the trust you've placed in us. We're proud to be part of this next chapter for Black River Landing and for the city of Lorain. We can't wait to welcome you back here when the lights go up and the music begins. And now it's my pleasure to introduce someone whose leadership and vision have been instrumental in bringing the project to life, the chair of the board, Bradley Mullins.
Good morning, everybody. I appreciate the support, everybody coming out today to witness this. Really, it's a milestone for the Lorain Port and Finance Authority in the sense that we're building this stage. We've been talking about it for the last 4 or 5 years. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of headaches, but we got it through. We've had tremendous support from Mayor Bradley and his administration, Lorain County Commissioners, Jeff Riddell, Dave Moore, and Marty Gallagher. We've also had a group that came on board that really helped us turn it around, and that was Bob Campana, Ben Norton, Sr., as well as Kent Hageman, and a variety of other people. You have to understand something. Our board has done some pretty miraculous things in the last 3 or 4 years. We've had some changes, some new blood come in, and helped us kind of change our paradigm and how we think about things, right? So we've had, our board members donate their time, by the way. So we had a lot of special meetings, people calling away from work, people calling away from their families to help get this done. And by golly, today is a witness of we're getting it done. It really is a very special time, and it really goes back to help Lorain become a destination, not a drive-through, but some people that are going to come here, they want to see the stage, and they want to see the different events. And they're not only going to be rock concerts, there's going to be a whole variety of things that we're trying to do to utilize this space better. We've got a beautiful, beautiful facility. Lorain's a beautiful area. We want everybody to see it. So thank you so much for coming out today. The next person I'm going to introduce is, not introduce, but is going to speak is Mayor Bradley.
So it's a great day in Lorain, Ohio. I'm going to say it again. It's a great day in Lorain, Ohio. You know, I came out to Rockin' on the River on Friday night, and it's my understanding that that was the largest crowd for a final Rockin' on the River in the history of Rockin' on the River. And I mean, it was unbelievable on Friday night to see the crowd that was here, the enthusiasm, all the people that came to the city of Lorain. And I'm going to tell you, about 75% of them were not from the city of Lorain. They came to Lorain as a destination. So when I see that our Port Authority has a vision to bring more people to the city of Lorain, bring more pride to the city of Lorain, and to make Lorain a destination for all, I know that they've done their research, they've done their studies, and they've seen the results. And, you know, Tom Brown took over the Rockin' on the River this year, and he had big shoes to fill because Bob Early was a pro. But I'm going to tell you something. Bob Early made the right decision by coming to the city of Lorain. I went out there to Cuyahoga Falls to see what they had out there. That stage out there is embarrassing. And that he had Rockin' on the River in Cuyahoga Falls, I'm sure they enjoyed it, but it's nothing like we have here in the city of Lorain. This is just unbelievable. And with this new vision, this new stage, we are going to have something that is even greater and more spectacular than we have now. You know, the county commissioners and our tourism board, they saw the vision and they were willing to invest money. Our city council saw the vision and they were willing to invest money in this project. You know, this is something that's been going on for over 20 years in the city of Lorain, when Black River Landing was just an idea. And all of a sudden, it built into something that we have today, which is something that everyone admires. This is not only going to do something for Black River Landing, it is going to connect this whole area to Broadway so that we have an expansion of our city, and people are going to be drawn to this area from Broadway, and people from this area are going to be drawn to Broadway. It's going to be something that just improves our city so much. And when people go across that bridge, when they're going from Cleveland to Cedar Point or from Cedar Point back to Cleveland, they're going to want to stop here in the city of Lorain and see what the heck is going on down there in the city of Lorain. So partnerships like this don't happen very often, but when they do happen, it is something to be proud of. So I'm glad you're all here today. I'm very happy that this project is finally getting started, and I can't wait for Rockin' on the River next year, and I can't wait for all the other activities that will be going on here in the future. So thank you all for being here, and God bless. Joe Miller's going to follow me. This is our state representative. Joe.
You know what, I forgot to mention, this is my bad, our staff here, and Tom Brown and Tiffany McClellan, Yvonne, Kelsey, the whole group. These people have worked tirelessly, so please, let's give them a round of applause, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. This wouldn't happen.
Good to see you, Brad. I was going to make sure we pointed Tiffany out that you and Tom and all the team here, as you can see right on the sign over there, there's a lot of people that put some time and effort into this, and I really think that's a testament of so many different groups coming together. And that's what we need to do here. So it's a great day in Lorain, but it's also a great day in District 53, my district, and in Lorain County, and in the state of Ohio, because what we're gonna see is people coming from out of the state, out of the county, here to Lorain to spend their money, I hope, right? But to enjoy what's gonna now be a jewel right here on the lakefront. So with that, on behalf of District 53, I am very grateful to my colleagues in the General Assembly on both sides of the aisle who listened to my pleas, and to those of us at the State House that recognize this is a project that needed to get done. And the state of Ohio came through and made a substantial contribution. So on behalf of my office and the Ohio General Assembly, I'm glad we could be a part of that. Thank you. And Commissioner Marty Gallagher is going to join us next.
Good morning. Proud to be here today. Many years ago, I met Bob Early. Funny story, but 25, 30 years ago. And coming in here and volunteering to help this event with for a nonprofit with serving the beer. To come into Port Authority meetings, Lorain County Port Authority, to support them, and County Commissioner. I am very honored to be here. I think this is a diamond in the county of Lorain. We are very blessed with the river, the lakefront, the stage. This stage was beautiful, but the next one's going to surpass this tremendously. Hopefully, it'll attract other economic development in this area, help the downtown area here. Our goal, my goal, is to make that happen. I am here to support it. Thank you all for having me.
I'm Dave Moore. I'm your Lorain County Commissioner. You forgot about me. That happens a lot. So anyway, I'll give you a little bit of history here. Before I took office, I talked to Connie Carr, who was at one time the Port Authority's legal, and she said that the county and the city, there's been this whole Tom Brown and Tiffany, and we started to form that partnership. And with Mayor Bradley, the partnership grew. And what then happened is we received a lot of money from ARPA. So initially we did talk to everybody down here and how can we participate to help you. We talked about the racetrack, we participated in that. We talked about this amphitheater idea. And I love the concept, because this is just really what we're talking about today is phase one. This thing's gonna continue to grow and grow. But then we started looking at other ways. So it was like close to $1 million of ARPA funds that started this project with the county commissioners. We do have Gary Gibbs here, who is our director for the Visitors Bureau. We invested a lot of your bed tax dollars, a lot of bed tax dollars. How do you reinvest that? They were not doing that. So by working and forming these partnerships, the Visitors Bureau has, if you see their name up here, it's because they are partnering with the stage to the tune of over $400,000 of your bed tax dollars, which is being paid for by people outside our county. And then we're also partnering with the Lorain Port Authority in regards to marketing. So Gary Gibbs is doing a great job, but they wanted to get this project going, in which we brought in Jim Miller, who's our executive director of the Port Authority, because the Port Authority here can't finance their own projects. That's the kind of partnerships that get things done. Now I'm just talking about our tax dollars, but really it's the partnership of our local citizens here that step up. And we have such history here in our county that reinvests in us. And I would like to introduce the next two gentlemen up here. If Mr. Norton and Mr. Campana could come up. You guys didn't know it, but you guys are going to speak.
Someone says Mr. Norton, I look around for my dad. But what a great day for the city of Lorraine. What a beautiful day. Fundraisers, they must have caught us at a weak moment. But to make all this happen, it's going to take the participation of all of you here today. There's a philosophic statement that my wife and I have mentioned many times. One of them is if you continually give, you continually have. And all of us here have had quite a bit. And the other one is do your giving while you're living, so you're knowing where it's going. Thank you.
A living legend right here in Bend, Norton.
Yeah.
Well, folks, when I was asked to get involved in this project, it didn't take long for me to understand that this could be a game changer. So, you know, the famous quote of a rising tide lifts all ships, I think this is where we're at. We have an opportunity here in this phase one to make an impact on our citizens and our community. But I am putting out a challenge right now today to all the businesses in Lorain County. Anybody that owns a business in Lorain County, my challenge to you is get involved. We have phase two, which will be a green room, which will take this phenomenal project to world-class status. So my challenge to all of you is to reach out to those business people and ask them to get involved. And if they don't get involved, ask them why. Because it's probably through a lack of understanding how significant this thing is. So I'm proud to work with Ben Norton and the other folks on the fundraising committee, working with this amazing team at the Port Authority. So just thrilled to be a part of it. And last but not least, my challenge goes out to everybody in Lorain County. You can write a $25 check, a $50 check, a $100 check. You can write a check and just be a part of it, because this is going to be a game changer that your family can be proud of and the next generation can be proud of. So thanks for being here, and we're proud to be a part of it.
I think everybody knew that the guy in the purple suit was going to get to the microphone at some point. I'm like the cleanup hitter. I've got to go through the list and make sure that we've recognized everybody. But let's hear it for Ben Norton and Bob Campana. They're the co-chairs of our philanthropic fundraising committee. And that committee came together, and we brought in Stacy Caddy to help wrangle us and give us some direction. And then once she gave us some direction, we took off. And again, that committee is Bob Campana, Ben Norton, Kent Hageman, Pat Campana, Jeff Zellers, Brad Mullins, Tiffany McClellan, and myself. And Bob already laid that challenge out. I'm not going to try to repeat everything everybody said, but I got to clean all this up. So I'm going to go back to the beginning of Black River Landing and recognize Rick Novak, staff, past and present. This used to be a rail yard. That the caboose is a reminder of that history. So what was once a dirty rail yard became Black River Landing. And then we kind of kept building that vision. In 2006, we realized, let's stop renting a stage, and we built a stage. So we built the stage, and now we've outgrown that stage. But that stage doesn't become what it is today without a lot of different people. So I'm going to go really quickly through some lists of people. Our staff, past and present, obviously, Brad named them all earlier. Our board members, past and present. If you're a board member or a past board member, wave so everybody can see you. You know, our board members, Brad said it, volunteer, work tirelessly, come to every meeting and make sure that we have the support to go forward with these type of projects and these type of visions. Let's go back in time. We were an agency that was giving concerts and we didn't have any idea what we were doing. Cuyahoga Falls made this ridiculous decision that they didn't need Bob and Sandy Ehrlich. Rick Novak, the leadership of Lorraine at the time, went out and got him, brought him here. He got to take a look at the river, and they created Rock on the River here. 39 years, Rock on the River's been back going strong. It means so much that he brought it to here. He's here today. Bob. And Rock on the River isn't anything without its vendors. Manny's here, food vendors. I see Vice City's here, performers, our Rock on the River staff, all of our sponsors, Lormet Community Credit Union's here. Without those sponsors, we don't open the gate every week. And we don't open the gate, we don't create that atmosphere for people to come to Lorraine, realize Lorraine is good. We have nonprofits come in every week, help us serve the alcohol and the beer. And what that does is attract new people. And next thing you know, like the mayor said, 3/4 of our visitors are from outside Lorraine, which tells you we're doing something right. Because 20 years ago, you tell people to come to Lorraine and they'd have 50 excuses not to come. We're giving them one really big excuse to come, so we're pretty proud of that. Obviously, the architects and Whiting Turner is our construction management team, the most patient company in the world. We've tried really hard to get to this finish line. They are so patient. Thank you to Whiting Turner. I think Phil's here, a bunch of the team, if they want to come up and introduce the team. But they've been a patient advocate of this project, and we're happy to have them on board. Obviously, the vision behind the design, Robert Matchkey and the Bialowski group, they just kept plugging away. They've been really patient as well. They'll come up with something amazing, and we'll say, well, that doesn't quite work. So then they go back to the drawing board. So that's good, though. That's collaboration. That's vision. I got the fundraising committee. Obviously, we got a list of donors, and we already need to add 4 more feet to this project support part because there's some people that probably should have been on there and aren't. There's some people that were shy about it. So the first thing it says is anonymous contributions. I'm going to out some of those today. They're not going to like it, but that's okay. It's important to know that the commissioner, the mayor, they both told a story. When we came up with this vision, we went to each of them, and they both came forward in a very, very large way. And none of that happens without commissioners past and present, their staff, the council people that backed the mayor's vision and said, yes, let's do this. So if you're a council person, elected official, give us a wave. I see Mary Beth, Victoria, there's a few others. I hope I didn't miss anybody. They came through with those ARPA dollars. That was key. That was the starting point where people believed that we had a vision and that we were starting to do some fundraising. So the city of Lorraine, the Lorain County commissioners, and everybody involved there, and to Commissioner Moore's point, at the point we had created those partnerships and started working. And Jim Miller, and I think some of his staff is here, he's the director of the Lorain County Port Authority, not to be confused with the Lorraine Port and Finance Authority. People confuse us all the time. That's okay. We're friends now. But Jim and his staff came through with that bond financing. We can't bond ourselves. They came through with that. That was a big piece of the puzzle. We're very grateful to all those that supported that. And that goes right back to commissioners level because they had to support it once the county board supported that. Next up was the State of Ohio capital budget. That doesn't happen without Nathan Manning's office and Representative Miller here. And Representative Miller said something very crucial, and I think we can all take note of that, is both sides of the aisle. We don't see that nearly enough. Both sides of the aisle got that going and got it across the state capital budget. Those are like dollars that, you know, we all pay taxes out the state. We got a nice little chunk back, and it's going to a great project. Gary Gibbs is here with his staff. Lorain County Visitors Bureau as the mayor or commissioner. I'm forgetting who said what at this point. The bed tax. You know, we have a great partnership with Ariel Broadway Hotel. We make sure all of our acts that we can get, every single act that comes from Las Vegas, Nevada, California. We have acts from all across the country come here. They stay in that hotel. That was a project that the Lorain Port Finance Authority was very proud to help complete. We make sure all our acts stay in that hotel. They all pay bed tax, and all of our visitors. We get a lot of visitors come in, not only the hotels, but the Airbnbs and staying with family and friends. So we want to make sure we roll out that red carpet and treat them well. So thank you. They are the stage sponsor. So they will be the stage sponsor. They were this year. You know, the old gray lady, you know, she's there. She's been great. You know, we told everybody, come out and say goodbye to her. We're really proud of that stage. We've had so many memories. we know there's going to be bigger, better memories coming. So Lorain County Visitors Bureau is going to be that sponsor. Next up, the Hageman family, a generous contribution. Martin and Maria Hoke, Jeff and Jane Zellers, Brad Mullins, Tom and Lynn Holstein, PC Campana Incorporated, Campana Capital, Benjamin G. and Jane Norton are your lawn sponsors. So when you see this beautiful green lawn that's going to start at that sidewalk and descend down to this stage, which is going to rise up in front of the Black River and the bridge, know that Ben and Jane Norton Family Foundation is that sponsor of that. Let's hear it for them. And also the Norton Family Foundation came through with a contribution as well. I hope that I got everybody, but without all those contributions, without all those sponsorships, and without the fans, you know, the people that come here every week and support Rock on the River and make such joyous, memorable nights for us, we're happy to have you. We hope we do you proud, and we know this stage is going to take us to the next level. Thank you very much, and I'm going to reintroduce Tiffany McClellan, our Executive Director of the Lorain Port and Finance Authority.
At the core of what we do here at the Lorain Port and Finance Authority, it's to drive economic development. You see it in our mission statement. We want to ensure that everything that we're doing is moving this city forward. And this project is going to do exactly that. We're so very excited. We're happy to be here. We're very thankful that all of you came out today to celebrate this moment with us. And we're excited to see how this project continues to enhance our community as a whole, continues to enhance our downtown, brings people in, and ultimately drives the economy of the city of Lorain. So with that, we are going to move forward onto our groundbreaking here. We're going to have a couple of opportunities to take some photos, so bear with us as we go through that. And we are starting construction today. So thank you for being here, but we're gonna ask that as soon as we finish, that everyone leave. So we are getting fences up. We are going to have shovels in the ground and not just ceremonially. So with that, thank you so much for being here. The community support is everything for us, and we really appreciate it. And if you would like to, as you move through out of the lawn here, if you'd like to step into the office, there is some coffee and donuts. Feel free to stop there. If you have any questions, press or public, if you have questions that you'd like to discuss with us, please as well move into the office space, and we will be happy to talk with you. The whole staff is here today. So once again, thank you so much for being here, and with that, we're going to go ahead and do the groundbreaking.
There you go.